Welcome back to another episode of the Atheist Humanist Show. I'm your host, the Enigma from Secular Perspective. We are going to dive into our Pride Month special, and today I was trying to contact MGRM, but they didn't respond to my request, so I will be doing this solely. Let's discuss current. Yeah. Now, on to our private. As an aroid individual who identifies as gender fluid, I believe it's crucial to educate ourselves about the LGBTQIA plus community, experiences and challenges they face. Yeah, today we'll be exploring the significance of each letter LGBTQIA, discussing why they deserve respect and addressing the unjustifiable share of homophobia and transphobia. Understanding. Let's start by breaking down the meaning of each letter in the LGBTQIA acronym. L stands for lesbian, which refers to women who are attracted to other women. G stands for gay, typically used to describe men who are attracted to other men. B represents bisexual and composing individuals who are attracted to both men and women. T stands for transgender, individuals whose gender identity differs from that assigned sex at birth. Moving on, Q stands for queer, broad term to describe those conform to traditional gender or sexual orientations. I represents intersex, individuals born with physical sex characteristics that do not fit typical definitions of male or female. Lastly, A stands for asexual, aromantic, or arois, those who experience little to no sexual attraction, or represents aromantic individuals who experience little to no romantic attraction. Now we're going to address homophobia and transphobia. It is crucial to address the pressing issue of homophobia and transphobia in our society. These biases are prejudices and rooted in ignorance, and prejudices often driven by misinformation or lack of understanding. Important for us to challenge these harmful attitudes, promote understanding and acceptance. First and foremost, it's essential to recognize that homophobia, transphobia are not based on genuine fear. They are not phobias in true sense. The world instead they stem from deep-seated biases and social norms that perpetuate discrimination and marginalization of the LGBTQIA community. It's important to understand that being homosexual or transgender is not a choice. Science has constantly shown that sexual orientation and gender identity are natural variations of human diversity. Denying or oppressing someone's inherent identity is unjustifiable and goes against the principles of equality and human rights. By challenging these biases, we can work towards creating a more inclusive society. It's crucial to educate ourselves and others, engage in open dialogue, promote empathy and acceptance. We must challenge misconceptions, debunk stereotypes, and foster an environment where everyone feels safe and respected. It's important to remember that embracing diversity and supporting the LGBTQIA community does not diminish or threaten anyone else's rights or beliefs. In fact, it enriches our society, celebrating uniqueness and authenticity of every individual. Now, we're going to move on to promoting understanding and acceptance. One of the key ways to combat homophobia and transphobia is through education and promoting understanding. We can actively seek out accurate information, engage in respectful conversations, and challenge our own biases. It's important to listen to the stories and experience of LGBTQI individuals and their allies. By doing so, we can gain insight their struggles, triumphs, the importance of acceptance, understanding their perspectives allows us build bridges of empathy and support. Additionally, we must actively challenge discriminatory language and behaviors by speaking out against homophobia and transphobia. We create a safer space for everyone. We can promote acceptance and inclusivity by using proper pronouns in people's identities and treating everyone with dignity and respect. Remember, we have the power to create change by fostering empathy, challenging biases, and standing up against discrimination. Together we can build a society that celebrates diversity and promotes equality for all. Well, now we move towards combating harassment and discrimination. Unfortunately, harassment and discrimination are still realities for many LGBTQI individuals. If you or someone who knows is facing such challenges, it's important to know what actions can be taken. I'll provide some specific guidance for various countries. Remember to check the links in the description box below for the resources I'll be talking about. Okay, let's start with the country hosting the show. If you're in Malta, you can contact the Malta LGBTQIA rights movement for support and guidance, also known as MDRM. They provide resources and advocacy for LGBTQIA individuals facing discrimination. Additionally, you can report incidents to the Malta Equality and Human Rights Commission. Now, in the United States, organizations like the Human Rights Campaign and GLAAD offer support for resources for the LGBTQIA community. If you experience harassment or discrimination, you can file a complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission or consult the local LGBTQIA community centers or legal aid organizations. For those in the United Kingdom, Stonewall UK and the LGBT Foundation are valuable resources. They provide advice, support, and information on combating discrimination. You can report incidents to the Equality and Human Rights Commission or seek assistance from local LGBTQIA centers. In Canada, organizations like Eagle Canada and the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity offer support and resources if you face discrimination. You can file a complaint with the Canadian Human Rights Commission or consult with the local LGBTQI organizations for assistance. Australia has organizations such as the Australian Human Rights Commission and the National LGBTQI Health Alliance that provide support resources. You can report incidents to the Australian Human Rights Commission or seek assistance from the LGBTQIA organizations in your area. In New Zealand, organizations like Rainbow Youth and Outline NZ are dedicated to supporting the LGBTQIA community. If you experience discrimination, you can report incidents to the Human Rights Commission or seek from local LGBTQIA centers. Within the European Union, there are various organizations and resources available in each member country. Check with your local LGBTQIA community centers, organization, or equality bodies for assistance and guidance in combating harassment and discrimination. This concludes our Pride special on the Atheist Humanist show. Remember, it's crucial to challenge homophobia and transphobia, as they are rooted in ignorance, prejudice, by promoting understanding, empathy, and acceptance. We can create a more inclusive and compassionate society. Thank you for watching the Pride Month special episode. If you have any other queries or would like to contact us, you can reach us out to us via email at secularperspective@outlook.com. Also, make sure to follow us on social media platforms for updates and engaging discussions. Some media handles are linked in the description box below. For those who are interested in joining our community and participating in further conversations, we have a Discord server dedicated to the Atheist Humanist show. The link to our Discord server is also in the description box below. This is the Enigma from Secular Perspective, signing out.